What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Ra. He's from Switzerland. He is a boy. You put one and one together and you get Swissboy. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Loki. Now, you may get confused. The name says Doomslayer, but he will be referred to as Thomas Shelby today, tomorrow, and for the rest of his Age Mythology life, unless he sticks to one name for more than 5 days. You know, that's what happens when people keep on making new names, new Smurfs over and over again. Anyways, we've got this 1v1 here for the Challengers League here. The map is Oasis. This is Swissboy's map, and he picked it, and he's going to have to live with the consequences. He's gone with Ra. This is Voobly Balance Patch 5.0. Things to know about this for Ra, the changes. Quite drastic, to be honest. For Ra is Ra no longer has a super speed rock. The rock is now only 4.0 speed, which is a big decrease in the speed. It means that throwing axemen aren't going to miss the rock, which means that when it's running away, it's going to take more damage. And not only that, the throwing axemen also move at 4.0 speed, so they're going to be able to chase that one down for a little bit as well. So you have to be very smart with your rock usage. The other change, there's two other changes actually. One other change is an Egyptian targeted nerf, which was towards the mercenary. So now mercenary are much less tanky. They've lost a lot of their armor in the field that you would expect them to have lost it in. So I'm not actually sure if mercenary infantry got touched, but because maybe they were okay. But the mercenary cavalry lost a lot of their hack armor. So now infantry and cavalry or hack-based units are going to be very strong against the mercenary cavalry. So if you are spamming those, the answer is always going to be in the infantry unit in order to deal with them, which does make it much easier to deal with those in the later stages of the game. And finally, the last thing that was changed for Ra fairly recently, in fact, is the rain god power. Invoke rain and your farms will increase your resources, but they didn't tell us about the rain also increasing the wood gather rate. But luckily we've fixed that quite clearly. They would have told us that rain increases the wood, and they didn't. So I think that it's one of those ghost changes that snuck in to the original, and then nobody really realized it until later. At which point we decided that yes, it's actually not a good thing to be left in the game. So, for example, I think most people agree that rain on Mediterranean, for example, to boost just your wood, wasn't that crazy good. It just wasn't that crazy good. It was like, whatever, use it, you get a bit of a help, fine. The problem lied in when Ra players would save their rain and have 13 to 15 villages on farms, 10 villages on wood, and then they would just get this insane amount of resources on land maps. So it was a little bit too strong, and people would definitely abusing it, myself included. We're seeing Forseti come through. Now we can talk about the game. Now we've talked about the patch. So Forseti has come through for Loki. Loki's had no help in this patch at all. He's just going to be sitting in that position he was before. The hammer in search of a nail, the glass cannon, if you would. And he's also on this map Oasis. Oasis spawns sometimes beautifully and sometimes not so much. And this is one of the beautiful spawns here for Thomas Shelby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 giraffe here. If we do the mental arithmetic, which I'm not going to be able to do, you would see 1,500 food in this spot here. So lots of food for Thomas Shelby means he's going to be able to get out a lot of Hersa early and be able to do a lot of pressure. He's going through Forset. He's actually got forward temple here. So this is simply just to try and deny a second talent center at the start, because he's going to be right here, right now, ready to go. He's got his troll. He's got his Hersa. We've already got the box up for Swissboy though, as he's moving over onto this talent center, or onto the goat, I should say. And now we got Thomas Shelby coming and going to start hitting this house, but Tower is just about to hit, so not going to be able to do all too much damage to this because the watchtowers will be up these her. So I don't think they're... Oh, they can actually get one onto the sentry tower. So he could have stayed there for a little bit. The Pharaoh would have been able to push it back, and Swissboy's just going to throw down his house here. He's also throwing down an armory, so he's going one town center, fast, heroic, which isn't a bad idea against Loki. Getting out the rock to help jump around the Herser. Good. Getting all the other stuff. We do see an armory coming up in the base of Thomas Shelby. Do we see? We might be seeing the fabled Loki Njord here. I don't want to get too excited because he might just click Bragi. But this might be one of the more hype games you're going to see. Njord comes in. You get 5 or 6, whatever it is, walking trees. You get the mountain giant, and you hit before Swissboy has any answer to those units. And then he casts his shifting sands to try and steal your units. But there's a mountain giant. There's walking pines. These walls will just get broken down, and he's going to be completely fine here. But we'll see what god Shelby's going to go for here. And what Swissboy is going to have in response. If we check this out, we'll just click this here. We've got both players with a similar amount of food right now. Obviously, Shelby with a little bit more on the food than Swissboy, a little bit less on the gold. But he's got this timing down. It's looking like the gold's coming up at a good amount. The food's coming up at a good amount. And the other thing here that is very important to note is that, well, Shelby has to fix his ox cart, but you don't have to go Herser when you go Njord. You can go into more classic Norse play and go for the Jarls. Go for the ring giver Jarls. Yes, you don't have thundering hooves, so they're not as bonkers strong, but they're still pretty good. They are still pretty good, and we're seeing Swissboy getting very close to being able to advance. It is a little bit late, but he's going to have 13 farms, which is it's a decent amount. I would have liked him to have maybe advanced by now, but maybe he felt like he could advance without casting rain, which sometimes you can. He's got some berries left, so maybe he could have made it there if he wanted to. But now we see the walls up. We see the advance time coming through LTA, and we're seeing Hall of Thanes coming through for Shelby, and he's going through Bragi. It's a sad state of affairs. One day we'll see the fabled Njord, but I guess there's no real sense in Shelby building his Herser, so he's just going to go straight for the heroic cage, and he's going to go all in on a gold staff here. What I would like to see from Shelby, honestly, I think this would have been really, really smart, but if he went Njord, an immediate hill fort on this location here, to grab this hunt, he could be huge, but grabbing this hunt is dangerous right now. It's dangerous. He's going to go for the baboons, which is smart, but grabbing these giraffe is dangerous because this is exactly where the rock... This is exactly where the rock's going to go. The rock's going to go up this way, around this way, and he's going to pass straight by these villages. Oh. Maybe he's going to get lucky. He's going to get lucky. The troll's already here. And I told a lie. Loki did get a buff. The troll, 4.0 speed. You have to turn around immediately. Look at the damage. Look at the damage it does. This rock is getting completely whacked here, and he has to make his way all the way back. And we're seeing the units getting dropped down, the myth units getting sniped. The rock does get to live with 66 HP, but it's going to be flying overhead. It moves very, very slowly. Such a sad rock. Oh, no. But he does miss this hunt there in the corner of the map being grabbed. So that's a big, big win for Thomas Shelby, who is now making his raiding cavalry. We do see a market down for Swissboy. So Swissboy is doing the classic abuse of Ra. This is going to be a tornado locust shenanigans into Thomas Shelby's base. And Thomas Shelby's got 5 dwarves. I love this play here, splitting up his dwarves. The rock is going to be checking out. We do not have watchtowers just yet for for Thomas Shelby. So this rock is going to be flying overhead with no real problems. The Hearser just going to say, nah, get out of here. Shifting Sands here, grabs 5 units. He should be able to get out of here, though. He may be losing one. He should be running back and forth with the unit that's getting attacked, but he may be able to get out of here. Not quite. Not quite. We see the priest taking down the battle ball as it's running away. These units almost out of here. Do we see the Mythic Age? No, not just yet. We've got a Locust coming down on this location. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 dwarf kills. That's really, really good for Thomas Shelby, who hasn't really retreated. He hasn't used his flaming weapons either yet. The Hearser's here. These dwarves are going to make their way over to a gold mine down the bottom of the map. Move up to the top, and that's a good amount of damage done, or not done. A good amount of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Thomas Shelby's actually getting caught out here. He should have ran back. I don't know why he's running forward with these units. Meanwhile, we're seeing another longhouse coming up. Shelby's trying to get out as many raiding cavalry as he possibly can, but Swissboy has read this, and he's not made a single axeman here. Village is breaking through this gate as well, ready to come onto this large gold mine. And I don't know about what Thomas Shelby's trying here. I don't think that he's going to be able to get the gold star with the flaming weapons at all right now. If you see the population, it's 85 to 115 with Swissboy with 1,000 food in the bank that he can just sell. All the raiding cavalry are just dying. He's just giving away his raiding cavalry right now. What's the plan? He's just trying to get the units out, but he just can't. Pick the units up and jump over the wall if he wants to go raiding. We do see the cavalry going to be looking to hit this gold mine here. Very, very smart to do so. We've got the Hearser out ready to chase down the cavalry, but these cavalry are already past. Going to hit that gold mine. It's going to be ouch time. Oh, is he going to see it though? He just missed. No, he saw it. Okay. But now we can see the fight happening. The units all pop out. We've got the iron here. Shelby maybe doesn't care about these dwarves here. Maybe they're flaming weapons. He doesn't need it. He can just take down all the units. The rock does pick up these units here. We'd love to see just like a single troll getting built here, just to pick this off. But not happening just yet. The raid coming in, picking off every single one of these dwarves. It looks like maybe Shelby going to hit this gold mine. Yep, he's going to go over there now. Swissboy is trying his best to get to the Mythic Age right now. If he gets to the Mythic Age, this is lights out for Shelby. Flaming weapons maybe going to get cast here. He's deleting his walls. At least he should be deleting his walls. No flaming weapons just yet. There is the flaming weapons. The units should get picked up by the rock. We see it running over, but there's a troll. There's a troll. The troll gets spawned. One hit. Oh, he doesn't get the second hit because he didn't target it fast enough. So the rock is going to get away from here. Unlucky there for Thomas Shelby, but the raiders are in the base of Thomas Shelby right now. Swissboy is looking for some value there, and Swissboy is away. The flaming weapons is gone. There is only 86 favor here that has been banked up for Thomas Shelby. So maybe the battle ball going to help out, but Swissboy out of wood on the back. He needs to get all the wood he can gather and get to the Mythic Age. If he gets Son of Osiris out, he can easily push through this here, or even like just wait out the flaming weapons is also an option at this point. And we'll see how he goes. Meanwhile, still looking for some more raids with those cavalry. Just trying to keep a level head in this game because things can turn so viciously when you're playing against Loki. We finally got some battle ball. There's only 2 priests out for Swissboy right now, and Iron Hero Spawn going to help out quite a bit if he can get that one to cast its or use its special ability in the right times. It's a very slow unit at 3.0 speed though, so very, very sad. What was that? I don't know the commands. Whatever. Okay, whatever. So seeing Thomas Shelby trying to push through this. We've got the Pharaoh getting sniped though. That's huge. Still no advance time here. 72 population to 100 population. So this fight is not going well for Thomas Shelby at all. As Swissboy looks as though He's cleaned this up. And with only 3 military buildings, not a lot of gold income. This is looking very, very difficult for Thomas Shelby. We see the Migdol stronghold going up as well to solidify the position here on this gold mine. The battle ball going down. And 60 pop to 101 with Swissboy. We've got Bosaw for some reason, but he's got quarry already. No irrigation just yet, but obviously has a lot of food anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. This is looking very difficult for Thomas Shelby for sure. He's trying to see if he's going to break through this wall. I think the answer here for Swissboy is twofold. You can go Osiris, or you can go Horus. Either one should be able to get him a victory in this situation, because a tornado to take this down, or just a slow push with the Son of Osiris would be perfectly fine. But now we're seeing the raids coming in, hitting Thomas Shelby's villages. He's got no food income. For some reason, he left these berry bushes. Not something you want to be doing. There's a lot of wood in the bank for Thomas Shelby as well, so he could be making farms. He's going to be continuing to try to push through here. This battle ball still hasn't been able to get made, and it looks like we've currently got a gold star. These villagers could sit on this gold mine here. There is a market up for Thomas Shelby if he's going to start making some of those trade caravans, those ox caravans. Wall has been finished over here for Thomas Shelby. And he's still trying to get the resources out. Maybe just spend all this on hammer trolls or something at this point. Like, maybe that would be something you could do. Now I see the Hearser getting picked off as those cavalry are just abusing their speed. Look at the 6.6 speed. This is such a fast unit for Ra. So much HP. And he's trying to retreat back. We've got the chariot archers coming in. Pharaoh back into the mix. Got to be careful with that unit. Still picking up these units in the rock. Trying to make sure that they're in a good position here. Now Shelby retreating back. Still no... he's got a lot of military buildings. Still building units into his military buildings. But Swissboy's now 2 town centers. And he's going through Osiris. He's getting irrigation. Quarry's coming through for Thomas Shelby, but very, very late. We see another battle bore out for Thomas Shelby. We'll see if that's going to help him out at all. He does have the Son of Osiris chilling in the rock because he wants that to... Also, the Pharaoh in the rock because he wants to make that a Son of Osiris. He's going to be dropping the Pharaoh quickly, keeping a good eye on that, making sure that it doesn't get touched. Nice micro so far. And we do see the boiling oil. Wait. Apparently boiling oil doesn't show up as a technology, but he has grabbed it. You can see that he's grabbed it. That's going to be killing some of these raiders under the Migdol. And we got some mercenary coming in as well, just to make sure he holds on to this. Osiris just about to pop. Meanwhile, we got some more raids coming in, picking off these villages in the bottom of the map. And there is the Son of Osiris getting cast, and the tap out by Thomas Shelby. Well played by Swissboy. Very nice defense of what was coming for him. But honestly, this all came down to like the first 10 units getting sniped here. This was really, really bad for Thomas Shelby. I think had he not lost these, he possibly could have gotten heavy cavalry and then been in a completely different position here. But that was life there. And well played by Swissboy, I guess, showing off his role. We'll move on to game number 2 in a very short amount of time. If you guys enjoyed these games, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.